So I don't think some people know me. I don't know, but let me also introduce myself before I forget. So my name is Blessing, or you can call me Lupelola Ajishebutu. So I am a UI UX designer, right? So I've been designing for a while now, and I would say my journey in tech has been an interesting one. Let me put it that way. So venturing into tech has been one of the best decisions I've ever made. Technology is what is springing up these days. We cannot do without technology, right? The health sector, the agricultural sector, and even the next 30 years, the next 50 years, technology is still something that will continue to spring up because of the future innovations, more advancements that will continue to come up, right? So luckily for us guys, UI UX happens to be a very vital part of tech. We cannot do without UI UX. Let me put it that way. We cannot do without UI UX as a career, because we all interact with different products, but we don't know that these things we interact with are the UI UX parts of design, right? Let's look at the introduction to, let me share my slides while I'm discussing, right? So let's start with the essentials of UI UX, and for the outline that we are going to be taking, these are the things we'll be taking for the outline for the 3 days. The day one, we'll be talking about the introduction to UI UX, the design thinking processes, and reasons for you to be a UI UX designer today. Then for the day two, we'll be talking about the visual design principles, the wireframing, and the prototyping, right? Then for the third day, we'll be talking about the portfolio review and monetization, right? So let's look at what the introduction to UI UX means. So for those of us, like I said earlier on, if someone should approach you that what is UI UX, in fact, the name may sound not meaningful to most of us, right? If they approach you that what is UI UX and you've never had any idea about what UI UX means, it will sound it's not even sound interesting to us. But I want us to understand that UI UX is a very interesting career. So UI UX means user interface design and user experience design. UI UX is just a short form for user interface design and the user experience design. As easy as that, right? Yeah. So let's understand what the UI means. When you hear UI, we need to understand that UI, in fact, like I said earlier on, it is a short form for user. It's the full meaning for user interface design and the user experience design. So when we hear UI, we need to understand that the UI is talking about the interfaces, the point of interaction between a user and a product, right? We all interact with different, in fact, thousands of products, but have we ever sat down to understand how these products were designed? For example, mobile applications and websites. We all interact. In fact, anytime we are bored, we always go to our applications. We always make use of it morning till night. But have we sat down to understand how these products were designed, how these applications were designed, how these websites were designed? Have you ever thought of that before, right? So the interfaces we see on every product, on every smartphones, on every desktop, every laptop we see, they are called the interfaces. What are the things you see on these interfaces and the point of interaction between you, the user, and the product? If you notice, the user there is what is similar between the UI and UX, experience design. What they have in common are the users, right? So the user interface design is the point of interaction between you, the user, and what you can see on a product, right? For example, on our phones, I don't know if most of us are using our phones for these things, or for those of us that are using our laptops, what we can see, you can see my slides. If you check, you can see other people in the webinar. You can see opportunity to end the call and do other things, right? So you interacting with this product is probably before you join the webinar, there must have been some things you clicked on. For those of us that uses laptop, right? There must have been some things we must have interacted with before we got to this point. Let's take a look at take a look at a common application we can all interact with, which is WhatsApp, right? So WhatsApp is an app that I feel we can all interact with. So when we look at WhatsApp, what is the interface of WhatsApp? When we open WhatsApp, we see WhatsApp, the logo of WhatsApp. We see WhatsApp, the colors of WhatsApp. We see icons of WhatsApp. We see text. We see different things we can change our WhatsApp from light mode to dark mode, right? So the interaction of WhatsApp is probably when you are chatting with people, you are interacting with WhatsApp as a product. Maybe you post a status, you are interacting with WhatsApp. So you are the user. So the point of interaction between a user and a product is what is called the user interface design. So that is the UI design aspect. So what are the things we see? We see things like the screens, we see things like the pages, buttons, icons, typography, and images. In fact, colors, everything we see on an interface is what we call the UI design. So let's understand what we call the UX. So like I said earlier on, the UX is all about the experience, the user experience design. I want us to know this thing. The two things these things have in common are the users, right? So the user experience is what users feel as you are interacting with this product. What do you feel when you are interacting with this product, right? Do you feel excited? Do you feel happy? Or do you feel frustrated when you are interacting with this product? In fact, user experience design, it is very simple to relate with, very, very easy to understand, because most people, like I said earlier on, we make use of different products, right? We all have favorite apps. Like I know most of us have apps that we like a lot because of the experience we get from it. Probably the app is user-friendly, and will I say it is easy to use, or the interfaces are nice, or the experience you just get from it is probably you can easily, what would I say, the pages load faster. These are experiences you can get from products that will make you have good user experience. So as users, when we are interacting with a product, if you are enjoying a product, we call it good user experience, right? And there are some products that I can bet with you all that there are some products that we make use of, that when we download, for example, we download an application, and at the end of the day, when we download, right? So what are the things that make us delete such application experience, right? Or you have terrible or bad user experiences while you are interacting with the product, right? So there are people that design these things. We have designers that design a product to ensure that this product functional enough. So let's quickly brush through this one. Let's quickly look at the role of a UX designer and the role of a UI designer. So let's look at the role of a UX designer, right? If you notice, if you listened to what I said previously, I said the UX designer ensures that people have great experiences while they are using a product, right? We ensure we design products for users that are functional enough for them to have great experiences while they are using these products, right? And how can we ensure users have great experiences? And the first thing to do is to conduct what we call the user research. So research is the key thing every designer must do, right? We conduct what we call the user research. So this user research helps us to understand users' needs, their pain points, their behaviors. So we conduct series of user research. So an information architecture, after they've conducted the research, they now structure, they organize how they want their content to look like. You arrange the content, right? You arrange how you want your content to look like. So let's look at the order, which is the user flow. So the UX designer ensures that it understands the flow of the users, the journey users go through when they are interacting with a product, right? It ensures it knows how the flow of the users. For example, if you don't understand the journey users go through, you will not be able to design a product that is functional. I don't know if you all understand, right? So the next one is what we call the wireframing. So the wireframing is just a way to arrange pages, right? We design the pages, we arrange them, we use the information architecture to structure the pages in an effective way, right? We design them based on their content and functionalities along the line. I think the next topic that I'm going to talk about will give us more clarity on these things, right? Then the last one is the usability test.